acted all fucking fucky. All right, whatever.
Why? What happened now?
As soon as I hit start recording, now you're recording, but it's just acting fucky. Whatever.
All right.
All right, let's go. Move forward.
Everything's settled down over there now.
Moving forward, we're ready.
All right. Well, apparently, Eddie Trunk got the shingles this week.
Well, was he roofing houses now because the radio isn't making any money for him?
Well, I don't know what happened to him, but apparently he put out a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
A tweet that he was sick in bed because of the shingles.
Well, thoughts and prayers, Ed. Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. So I guess it's kind of like the adult version of the chicken pox.
Doesn't sound fun.
No. So Ed is laid up as we speak, I guess.
Who will keep the industry alive?
I don't know that answer.
Is there somebody that's a standby or something?
Who could step in for Eddie during his absence?
Yeah. Somebody better step up and maybe that's the only reason that we got national coverage this week. Because Eddie was in bed with shingles.
Right.
Open the door for us to do something.
Exactly. He must not be too sick because he is tweeting pretty regular today.
Well, he's laying in bed with nothing else to do.
I guess.
Yeah.
He tweeted 9 hours ago, and you probably were aware of this. I wasn't because I don't keep track of this stuff so much. But apparently, it was a year ago today that Vinnie Paul passed away.
It is 1 year ago today. What a bummer, huh?
It is a bummer.
I never would have thought that we would get. Who would have ever thought that we would be in a world where Phil would be alive and the Abbott brothers wouldn't?
Yeah, because Phil was a mess at one time.
Yeah, I mean, if ever you thought it would be the other way, I think everybody thought it would be the other way. But Phil's still out there, still sounding good. I saw some video of him he did a Pantera set, somewhere, some festival overseas, and it fucking sounded really good. I was like, man, bring that to the States, please.
Well, it's hard to believe that two brothers are dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just obviously it was. How long ago was that? Dimebag. That was what, 2003?
4.
2004,
December 8th, 2004.
So here we are 15 years later.
Yeah. 15 years later, and there's no Abbotts left. That's just crazy talk there.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
I'd seen, I think, I can't remember who it was. It was one of our fans. They had uploaded a photo that they finally got the, I guess, the stone in place.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The little, what would you call it? It's kind of like a big overlay. It's like the size of the whole.
Yeah, it's like Elvis has.
I don't want to call it a vault. It's I don't know what you call it, but covers the entire grave site, or
Is it a monument?
I guess it would be a monument.
Sorts, I guess.
But it is strange to think about that, because they were one of the most, I don't know what you want to call, energetic bands out there.
Oh yeah,
they really brought it when they brought it.
Mm-hmm. They certainly did. On stage, no matter what condition they were in, they brought it hard on stage. That's for sure.
And they changed the whole dynamic of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, hard rock and metal.
Mm-hmm. They really did. Yep. It's a shame that both brothers are gone, but I'm gonna say this is gonna sound wrong and bad, but whatever. In a way, I'm almost kind of glad. Not that they're dead per se, but it definitely ends the nonsense about a Pantera reunion that would be lifeless.
Right.
A Pantera reunion would have been lifeless. It wouldn't have been good, because they're way too different, and that energy amongst them is gone.
Well, it's as with something good, it always deals with the chemistry.
Mm-hmm. And it wouldn't have been very good. So from that aspect only, I'm glad that there's no chance of that ever happening again. Unless of course Wendy Dio gets involved, and then we'll have the Hologram tour.
That's exactly what we need is the hologram tour.
Pantera hologram tour.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, see, that could probably happen. I
Well,
could see that happening.
I'm sure any touring or musical entity that exists or has existed could happen.
The question is, would Phil and Rex perform, or would they just make it a whole band hologram?
Boy. I'm going to say that Phil and Rex would not participate. Maybe Rex would if there's $1 to be made.
Right.
Phil doesn't need it.
Yeah,
At least I wouldn't think he would need it because he's always actively working and touring and playing and.
True, but he is out there playing Pantera music right now. You know, he did a full set of Pantera stuff at whatever festival he played over during the week.
Right.
He played a full set of Pantera, so it's not going to surprise me much if he comes and does a tour of all Pantera music.
Well, yeah, but the guy is the guy who sang it though.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't blame the guy for doing that. Why not?
I'll go.
Yeah, I'd go see it.
I'll definitely go see that. That'll definitely be worth the time and the effort, although it'll be at some shitty place, I'm sure. Be at the fucking shitty House of Blues or something.
But yeah, if Phil were to erect a band that could play the Pantera stuff in a very original fashion.
Yeah.
And he's in good physical and vocal condition to do it.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Phil looks like he's very healthy these days. He looks like the Phil of the first album, Phil. He's in really good shape right now, which is stunning.
Yeah, it's amazing how guys, who look like they've used and abused themselves can turn themselves around and, look 10 years younger.
Yeah, he looks absolutely healthy.
Yeah, well, good for him if he's living right and, living healthy again.
Well, they say he's quit using, so see how long, but so far so good it seems like, because every video I see he looks like he's very healthy, so
well since we're talking about this whole hologram thing and the whole Pantera thing,
yeah,
would a Pantera hologram show have a shelf life?
I don't know. I mean, I think it probably would. They were a big band. They're a very much loved band. I think people would go see it several times.
Yeah, but would it have the ability to exist for years, or do you think it would only be good for like 2 times around?
I don't know. I don't know how that all is supposed to work. It's like I was seeing, and I found this to be odd only because I don't think this has any shelf life. I think it's too far gone. But did you see that there's a Buddy Holly tour now?
I saw that, or I did hear about it.
Yeah, it's like how those people that would go see a Buddy Holly tour, they're like my mom's age. They're like, what, 70s?
You would think.
And how many of those people are going to fucking get their walkers and go to the casino? Yeah. I mean, how many of those people are going to go more than one time to see it? I can't think many. Half of them you'll have to roust out of hospice.
Yeah.
I can't, I don't know, man. I still am not sold on it. I'm trying to get in contact with I'm in contact. I'm trying to get him on the show. The guy that does that actually owns that company, the Eye Illusion or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Illusion that does the Dio thing. Because I saw him on Don Jameson's show on Compound, and he was interesting, and I found him to be a bit more real than I thought he would be. I honestly thought he'd be like, "Well, this is the greatest thing ever," and he really wasn't. He was really kind of normal about it.
Okay.
Which made me think that we could have like a legitimate conversation with him about the holograms. So I would like to speak to that guy about the holograms.